Hey everybody, this is my first video for my new channel, and this channel and these videos are going to be of me, probably my kids, my animals, which right now, I don't know if you can see her, one of my chickens. She follows me pretty much everywhere. If I'm outside and she knows I'm outside, she's with me. They wander off sometimes, you know, my other chickens, they kind of free range and whatever. But anyway, this channel is for, and these videos will be me sharing with you my journey of this kind of, I don't know if it's homesteading, but it's going to be me of trying to live a more self-sufficient lifestyle. And with everything going on right now, with this COVID-19 thing, there's a lot of people wishing they were more self-sufficient and didn't have to rely on Walmart so much. And that's my goal, to be able to not have to rely on grocery stores and big chain box stores and whatever. Just, I want to be able to do what I need to do here on the land I've been given. I do rent my property. I do not own this, but I have such amazing landlords, and they've been so kind to let me get this stuff and do what I want to do with it. I mean, I obviously ask permission before I do anything because it is their house, but they're super, super kind. But this first video is pretty much an introduction video, and I hope to encourage other single people, because I'm single. I do not have a significant other to help me financially, or to encourage me or be by my side to help me get this stuff done. This is me, my money, and my dream. I will say that I do have amazing kids. I have 5 kids. 4 of them live locally. One, my oldest daughter, married a military guy, so they're stationed in Idaho right now. But whenever we can get all of our schedules together, and even when we can't, even when I can only get 1 or 2 of them here, if I have something, a big project I need to get done, they're here to help me out. And in just a minute, I'm going to take you out and show you what I've done. And I'm at the very beginning stages of this. I've always done a little bit of gardening here and there. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. I have had big gardens before, but didn't do what I should have done with them and with the supply I was getting from them, because I will be honest, I do not know how to can. Never learned. That will probably be one of the things I learn how to do. I do know how to obviously dehydrate. That's a fairly easy thing to do. And I do know how to freeze stuff, prepare things, and then freeze them. I know how to, you know, dry herbs and preserve them. But canning, I do not know. I've had big gardens with everything from corn, green beans, zucchini, broccoli, peppers of every kind, tomatoes, like anything. But the last 2 summers, I've had small gardens because it's just been for me. But I'm wanting to expand that just a little bit because I want to be able to share with my kids as well. And especially since they help out around here a lot. But I want to be able to encourage people, especially single women out there, or single guys, but single women out there who feel like they want to do this, but they just don't know how, and they don't know where to start. I'll tell you, one thing is to start small. Get one thing you want to accomplish, whether that's starting a garden, or growing herbs, or getting a couple chickens. Start small. Get the feel of that and learn how to handle that stuff for the most part, and then add something else. Or if you're pretty adventurous, you know, start with a little garden and a couple chickens. That's what I did since I've been at this house on my own. And in a minute, I'm going to take you around and show you, and I will tell you that everything that is here, my chicken coop, I've built a second chicken coop with my children's help. My kids are all grown and gone. Well, my youngest still lives here with me. He's recently moved back. Totally fine with that. But anyway, I have one chicken coop I paid $30 for 2 years ago. And it's a very tiny chicken coop, and it's a very, it's sturdy, very sturdy, but it's very small. Like I have to duck down to get into it. I've built a second chicken coop. I am not done with it. I have got a fence put up, a pallet fence put up, and I need a couple more things. I need a couple T-posts to kind of stabilize around the gate area. And I've cleaned out a shed that's out here that had some old stuff in it. That's because I'm getting goats. I'm getting Nigerian dwarf goats the first Saturday of April. So in just a couple weeks, a little over 2 weeks. But in a minute, I'm going to take you around and show you what I've done. And hopefully you'll stick around, and I'll try to post videos on a regular basis of updates that I've done, and hopefully encourage you. Especially if you're watching this, like I said, and you're a single woman. I'm going to take you outside and show you a little bit of what I have right now. And I will tell you, the yard is not clean. It's not picked up. I'm going to be very real. I'm not going to get, obviously, all dressed up. I have a boots and jeans, a t-shirt and a jacket, and my hair's pulled back. This will be then probably the way you'll see me in pretty much every video. So we're going to go outside, and I'm going to show you my first little garden area, my first little chicken coop, which right now it's still covered in plastic and tarps and stuff from the winter. I haven't taken them off yet. And then I'll show you the new coop that's being built, which we're not finished yet, and take you over to my goat pen that we've built, and I'll kind of explain things as we go through. But come with me, follow along, and let's check things out. This right here was my first little garden area. Actually, this was just from last summer. This right here was my first little garden area. I had, you know, it's falling apart. This is now, I'm going to be turning this into just my herb garden. But obviously, you know, I had the green beans, the pole beans up here, and on this thing. I had peppers and tomatoes. I do have spearmint. Oh, it's coming back a little bit right there. I put it right here in the corner. But this was my first garden. Like, this is it. I'm at the beginning stages of this. So if you're watching this and you see something and you go, you know what, this would be a good idea for her, you know, or if you see something and be like, you probably shouldn't be doing that because that's not good, by all means, you know, post a comment and let me know. This is the back side of my coop. This is the first coop that I got for $30. Let's walk over here. There's Jack. Okay. Don't laugh, y'all. This is my first coop. You can't see all of it because, like I said, it's tarped up. And the new coop's being built on in front of it. But this is it. This is my first little coop. Oh. Hello, girly. Hi, chick chick. She's right in there laying eggs. Yeah, this is it. 3 nesting boxes. Their little roost bar back there. Their water thing. That's Jack in the background. Jack! Jack! Their feeders under here, which they don't use a whole lot. They usually come out, and I give them a little bit of feed out in the shed, from the shed, and then they just, they eat off the ground. But yeah, that's it. It's got a little side thing, which I need to move that right here that lifts up, that I can open up and then get the eggs out of, which that's probably what she's doing in there, obviously, is laying an egg. Okay, that was $30. 30 bucks. That's it. The chickens were free. Didn't have to pay for the chickens. The only thing I've put into that is the water. That's for a winter thing. And I apologize for my dog. He barks freaking all the time. And you'll probably hear him in every video. And I'll probably be correcting him in every video. Jack! Jack! No. 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 Sorry. Anyway, the water, and that's for the winter. It's a, I plug it in to keep the water from freezing. That's all I've spent as far as money. And obviously the feed. The hay was even free. I found it on Marketplace. Somebody had free straw that they didn't need anymore. It was like leftover from a project for something, and I took some trash bags and went and stuffed like 5 trash bags full of hay, free. Okay, this is my second chicken coop. Obviously not done yet. I already had an extra nesting box that came with my first chicken coop. So we've nailed that obviously on there and put some legs underneath it. I got the thing ready for the roost ready for them. But when I bought this, it came with these boards, and let's see. Oh, and this side, these boards, and the door. We disassembled it. It was a very small closed-in, what they said was a chicken coop, but I didn't really think it was a chicken coop. I think it was like a little closed-in garden area. My son got this for free, and this part for free. We've got all this for free that we've just found on Marketplace or at our places of employment, or throwing things out that they don't want or need, and they're like, take it because we don't want it. So this is it. This is where more chickens are going to be staying. And eventually, right here, both the coops, I'll have a little doorway built right here, so they can go back and forth between. But like when I have chickens that need to be separated, I'll be able to close that door and obviously keep them separated. This here is my pride and joy right now, is my pallet fence. What do y'all think? These are pallets I got for free at my work. They didn't need them. I asked them if I could have them. They were like, sure, take them. I had never done this before. This was a learn as you go process that we did this. Learn as you go. We're like, okay, well, we need to probably do this here, or we need to probably do this here. And I'll show you kind of a couple of those things. But these are T-posts, or I need to put some T-posts right there because it's the gate area and it needs to be. But this is what we did. I cut other pieces of pallets up and put in between to hold it together. You know, we screwed them together. Put a piece here, put a piece on top, and that's how we're holding them all together right now. And you know what? It's really solid. Here's another one. On this one, because it's a corner, and we obviously couldn't get something to lay flat, we put it on the back side, and you can see the screws sticking out on the back side, but screwed it in. Same down there. And the land wasn't flat. Obviously, we kind of went with the lay of the land. So I had to get, again, these are free. And I screwed those down there. Like you can tell, this is a do-as-you-go type thing since we have never done this before. Look at this. We put 3 pieces and screwed it down because it was uneven. Like the tops of the pallets were not meeting up. And I know some of y'all that's built fences, and good Lord, I thought that was a snake. Do you see that? When I first glanced at it, I thought it was a snake right there. But But if you've seen if you're watching this and you've built plenty of other things before, you're probably like, oh my gosh, can't believe they're doing that to put this together. But yeah, then we put these things on corners to stable. And these are sturdy. Like, they're not going to move. Not moving. That's where my little dog, one of these flower things fell out. My little dog Wesley, he was a Pomeranian Chihuahua. I had him for 10 years, and he got hit by a car about a year and a half ago. Very, very, very sad. I'm sure you'll see my other dogs in this. But anyway, all the way around. And I know this is probably a long introduction video, but I wanted to get everything out of the way here, and then that way you can see what I'm starting with. This is what I'm starting with. And that way you can see my progress from now on. In the other videos, you'll be like, oh, yeah, in her first video, it was like this, but now it's like this. This was the shed I was talking about. That was full of stuff. I think at one point, decades ago, this might have been a chicken coop. I'm not 100% sure. But, like, all this was here. I've just cleaned it out. And this is what I'm doing to the floor. I mean, I've put it down. We just put these in here yesterday. Like, again, this is a learn as you go. You can see these are uneven. And now I've got to cut something else to put here. Obviously, this is going to be the goat house where they're going to stay. And I'm going to get, obviously, hay. Their feeder, which is, one of them is right there, is going to hang on that. But yeah, this is it. This is where I'm starting. And I want you guys to be able to come along with me on this. So that's it. I've showed you what I've gotten so far. Minus some things I've planted a few blueberry bushes. Let's see. Jack. And I'll show you those at one point too. Jack, he sees birds and squirrels up in the trees, and that's what he barks at. But I'm sorry, this first introduction video has been kind of lengthy. But I did want you guys to see my beginnings, see the very beginning, and hear what I'm saying about why I'm making this channel. And I wanted you to see where I'm starting, the very beginning of it. You saw my first little garden, my first little chicken coop. Start small. That's what I did. I started small, and I'm building on it a little bit at a time, so I don't get overwhelmed and get run down or stressed out about it. Is it still a little stressful sometimes? Yeah, it's still a little stressful, but it's worth it. It's fun. I love going out every day now and getting eggs. I don't have to go to the store and buy eggs. I haven't had to for like 2 years. I've had that little chicken coop for 2 years. Oh, this is the 3rd summer for it, so I'm going on 3. But I want you guys to be encouraged. If you could, like this video and subscribe and let your friends know, and share it. And so we can get people to follow along and watch my journey and hopefully inspire you. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.